Hey everybody, it's Gina Page with AfricanAncestry.com. I'm back. I'm back from Ghana, and I had a wonderful time traveling with the Adinkra group and the Backyard Band to a couple of cities in Ghana, Cape Coast and Accra. And it was a cross-cultural exchange for Ghanaians to learn about go-go music, which is indigenous to us here in Washington, D.C. Shout out to the godfather of go-go, the late, great Chuck Brown. And for the American musicians to engage with Ghanaian musicians. And it's go-go music is a highly percussive call and response type of music. And so it fit quite well. And we had a blast. It's the first time that a go-go band had performed on the continent. And you can check our Facebook page for some of the live videos. And if you want to see the entire concert, there were 3 shows streamed. You can go to the Adinkra group's Facebook page. They streamed all 3 concerts. So I'm back. We met a lot of African ancestry family members in Ghana. Who knew? We're all over the world, y'all. Our family is growing. It's growing exponentially, especially with the success of Black Panther. Everybody's down for finding out their specific Africanness now and celebrating their Africanness. And so this is a great time. It's a great time to be in the business of being Black, and we are glad to be at the forefront of that effort. When we were in Cape Coast, we did some reveals of the band members and a couple of people who came on the trip. They weren't performing, but we did some reveals, and that was very powerful to see where people come from. And if you all have been following African Ancestry, you know that that's a staple component of what we do. We go out into the community, and now we go across the world, and we actually share with people what their African ancestry is for the first time in a group of their friends, their loved ones, or even colleagues or strangers. And we're going to be doing that this Saturday here in the DMV in District Heights. We have a great collaboration with the city of District Heights. And my guest today is one of the commissioners of the city of District Heights. His name is Johnathan Medlock. Johnathan, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for being here. For being here with us. So, Johnathan, tell us who you are. Who are you? What do you do? You're not just a commissioner with the city of District Heights. You're a multifaceted.
Oh God, don't do me like that.
Tell us who you are.
You know what? I am the commissioner for the county, as far as the human relations commissioner for the county of Prince George's. I am the commissioner of District Heights. And before I started all of this, I was the chair of the National Black United Front, a nationalist organization that promoted nationalism, Pan-Africanism, and really understanding who we are as a nation of Black people here in the diaspora. So I'm a 100 member of the 100 Black Men of Prince George's County. Work for the Department of Defense. I do a lot, but.
You know what? The thing that carries the thread that's common throughout everything you do is your love for Black people.
Absolutely.
And your love of being Black. And that speaks loud and clear. That's the first thing that I saw.
Yeah. Well, that is absolutely true, man. I love me some me, and I love me some you, and anything that looks like you and walks like you. I really want to continue to do my part, and really, and I think our own self-love, how we identify with ourselves, makes it easier for me to identify with you. It makes it a lot easier. And, I'm ready to do my part and continue to do my part along with you. Who you're going to give me some tools to figure out, how deep that goes.
Yeah, so let's talk about that tool. When I met you, it was at a prayer breakfast held by Pan-African Collective that's led by Reverend Johnathan Weaver. And you just came up to me out of nowhere and was like, look, I got to do this. We got to get people finding out where they're from. What motivated you to go down this path?
Man, it was knowing that I was excited to know who I was. There were some missing links, and what I did prior to that, and I didn't feel right with it. I had went to some other website and to find my history and ancestry, and it didn't feel right with me. It didn't set right with me. Even though it gave me a sense of a little pride here and there, I wanted to really get that fullness thereof. And in my position as a leader in the community, as a commissioner, I wanted to tell, to make this a big deal so everyone could see it and say, you know what, I want to know too, and want to champion and knowing it. It's something about knowing where you're from and having that level of pride. So I thought about this years ago. I saw you at this event and I'm like, if not now, when? So first bringing it here in my city, and I want it to be a thing that Prince George's County starts to embrace, and we get many, many members in the city or in the community to be a part of this big reveal. Great reveals everywhere.
Now, why do you think it's important? I mean, why isn't it enough just to know that you have some African ancestry, or that you have some percentage from this place and some percentage from that place? Why is any of this important to you?
It's something about knowing your home. It's something about knowing where you came from, not just you came from a geographic place. We all know we're from Africa. That's a given. But where, what tribe, what lineage, what people? Sometimes I get approached by certain people and say, hey, you look just like, or you remind me of, and they're African, and I'm like, man, I wish I knew. It leaves this void. It is an absolute void to not know. And I want to, as I continue to go through my life and learn more and discover more, and as much as I work on myself, that is a huge component to me, for me not knowing to knowing now. And then what I can do at that point is go back to the area where I came from and start doing some work back on the continent. Start working in conjunction with my brothers and sisters, my aunts and uncles and nephews from wherever I came from. So it's very, very important. It gives such a pride, to know that.
Yeah, I know. We see it all the time. And even to be in Ghana last week and be at Cape Coast, which is the home of Cape Coast Dungeon, which was where the captured Africans were held until they were marched out to the ships and brought across the Atlantic. And to have people who are from New York and who are from LA and who are from Chicago come up to me and say, I took the test and I'm from Ghana, or I'm from Sierra Leone, or my ancestry is Yoruba, was very powerful to know, that it spans the world and things that people are doing once they find out. They're relocating to these countries, they're getting involved. And so this is the most fun part of what we do, is when we get to meet people like you who want to be engaged and to actually make an event around finding out where you're from. So that's what we're doing on Saturday, March 10th.
Absolutely.
In the city of District Heights at your municipal building. Tell my Facebook family what's going to happen.
All right, family. This is what's going to happen. We're gonna do this great reveal. I have some of my leaders in the community, some of my commissioners who have done their DNA also at the same time. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna go back to Africa in a sense, and we're gonna make some stuff happen. We're gonna have the Malcolm X drummers and dancers going to be out. They're going to have about 10 drummers and dancers. We're going to fill a small spot. I want it to be packed, right? We're going to have food from various African inspired restaurants in the area that are going to be out and they're going to serve us and going to feed us some good African fare, some jollof rice and some stewed chicken and all the good stuff that is African fare. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have a good time. We're going to dance. And I'm going to have my African ancestry revealed. And And I want to, it's going to be an emotional moment for me, and I know it will. And this is great. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be televised on District Heights television, which shows not only just in District Heights, but all throughout Prince George's County. I'm going to have people taking pictures and photo ops. Just be in the room, be available. It's going to be a good time. So African Ancestry reveal.
Yeah, your excitement has not waned since I don't know, November maybe or October.
Okay, yeah, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited, and it was not happenstance that I got a chance to meet you, and get a chance to talk to you. I really do appreciate having this opportunity and spreading it and giving that for everybody else. My seniors have been asking me too, so they're gonna be on you tomorrow or on Saturday to really help them find out their lineage. So
nice. I'm looking forward to it. Now, let me shout out Lynette. Lynette is watching us, and she says she's ordering hers tomorrow. So I don't know if Commissioner Medlock inspired you, Lynette.
I hope so. Lynette, say yes.
Yes, we want you to get yours tomorrow. And we don't have any current discounts right now. That was our February special, but Lynette, this is a family project. When you take the test, the results you get are the same, not just for you, but if your children, if you have children, grandchildren, your brothers and sisters, your mother, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews. So one test is going to provide information for everybody on one of those branches of your family tree. Now, Johnathan, do you have brothers and sisters?
Absolutely. I have an older brother and younger sister.
Okay, so they know, I know they know what you're about to do. What is their perspective on this? Are they looking forward to it?
Absolutely. They're excited about the prospect of us knowing and me being from Savannah, my family being from Savannah and the Georgia area and in all these the southern regions, we're excited because we know we're from a same tribe or similar tribe. And we're just excited to figure out what it is. And then from that discovery, we're going to start doing work in the country and on the continent in that particular region because of the pride.
Do you have any idea about what we're going to find?
Oh, God. I'm going to be very generic, but I would say definitely West Africa.
Okay, yeah. You don't need a test for that, dude.
Okay.
If it's African, it's going to be like that.
Hold on now. Or you know what?
Are you surprised?
Don't play with me. I'm Scottish with a great hand.
That happens. So when we trace the paternal line, we find African results out only about 65% of the time, and 35% of the time it's usually European.
But
so
look, let me tell you,
that test for you because we can't have all these Melvin Deal drummers and dancers and then tell you they'll have to change their.
What I do know is I'm African to the 25th power. So I'm not even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Too black, too strong. So I'm not worried.
But when we do the maternal line, which is the test you took, mother to mother to mother, there's a 92% chance that it's going to come back African. So I think you're pretty safe there. Eddie Meeks has tuned in and he said he's taken both the maternal and paternal test. Great company. Thank you, Eddie. You're a constant supporter of us and we appreciate you being here with us. And Johnathan Medlock, he's the commissioner with the city of District Heights, Maryland. He's also the human relations
commissioner for the
county of Prince George's in Maryland. And that's an expansive position. Prince George's is a majority Black county. It's one of the, if not the wealthiest county, right, in the country.
The wealthiest counties per capita in the nation. Yeah, we are doing very great things, but we can do greater. And I think by discovering just this small part of knowing who we are, it just makes us stronger. Me finding out if I'm Yoruba or if I'm from Swaziland or whatever the situation, only builds and helps that collective community that we keep talking about, help that grow. If we talk about village, we're living village now, and this is the opportunity to be that.
So we're going to be at the City of District Heights Municipal Center.
Absolutely.
On Saturday, March 12th. I'm going to put that up. March 10th.
Mm-hmm.
From
12 to 2.
To 2 p.m.
Yep. And that address is 2000 Marbury Drive, District Heights, Maryland, 20747.
And we'll put that in the Facebook, in the comments that or the post section of this. We'll have Ty do that. You know, yeah. I don't do all that. But we really hope that you all who are in the area will come out. I'm going to give an explanation of the science, the historical context of the work we do, how the science works, really simply. And then it's going to be a party. You heard it here first. The commissioner has been waiting for this moment for several months now. So it's going to be a big deal with food and drumming and dancing. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm really excited to kick it off with you, this whole initiative with you. There's an energy that you have behind this. And we couldn't have had more perfect timing with Black Panther, right?
Absolutely. And people are excited about knowing their African roots and their kingliness and the queenliness and all these other things. They're excited, and we need to really seize the opportunity. And I knew this was coming. So this is the right time. So we have the time, we have the energy, and we just have to put everything together. And this is going to be also a networking event too, and fellowshipping. If we want to talk about fellowshipping between our own people and understanding this, we're setting that environment. Fellowship to discover and to rediscover who we are, and let's do this as a family. So I want as many people as possible to come out to the Municipal Center and help us celebrate me and the other commissioners really quick, and so we can be there next time at your reveal to help you celebrate.
I like the way that sounds, Jill. Let's do that. Okay, so it's a party, and Commissioner, I don't know you all that well, but I can imagine, based on what I do know, that you like to get it in and that you listen to music and you have a good time. I don't know. I just have that sense that that's what goes on. So what are the top 5 songs on your playlist right now?
You know what? That's a very good question. I don't get a chance to really listen to music a lot, but there's some people that I like a lot. I'm about to get I like Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So I have Lil Wayne when I run, I have that. Mally music.
Okay. Yeah.
Mally music. There's a new song that he has out with Jasmine Sullivan. Awesome. So I have that is one more that I have. That's pretty much it. I keep those things flowing, going over and over again. But I rarely get a chance to
only listen to Lil Wayne, okay?
I only listen to Lil Wayne. Keep me motivated. I need a reason to stay motivated sometimes.
Oh no, that's good. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, this Saturday, March 10th, from 12 noon to 2 p.m. African Ancestry in the City of District Heights will be having an African Ancestry reveal for Commissioner Johnathan Medlock and the other commissioner,
Harriet Irving.
Harriet Irving, she'll be there as well. We tested a couple of other officials, so we don't know if they're going to be able to make it, but it's going to be a good time. And I invite you all to come out and join us. We'll put the details in our in this post, so you'll have the address and the time again. Commissioner, I know you're busy, so I'm going to let you go. You got all those jobs you do. I'm going to let you go, but thank you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. On Saturday.
You'll see me on Saturday. You'll probably talk to me a little bit before then, but I appreciate you again, and I appreciate everybody who's going to be coming out and who's paying attention to this Facebook post. And it's gonna be fun. My mayor's gonna be there too, so my mayor's gonna be there also.
Oh, okay, good. Mayor
Jack Sims is gonna be there. He's gonna throw some remarks out. Really invite more of the community out to be a part too.
And we also have to shout out Natasha Pierre. She was instrumental in making this happen, and she won't be able to join us, Natasha, but you'll be able to see the video and see the reveal of the commissioner boo-hooing when he met people. All right, well, that's it for this this Facebook Live. I want to thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned. Keep following African Ancestry. You can get your test kits at africanancestry.com, and you can always reach out to us through Facebook or email at info@africanancestry.com with any questions or comments that you want to share. See you next week. Bye-bye.